All right, that should be live. It is. All right, awesome. Well, welcome everyone to my first stream, my first video discussion, live discussion, whatever you want to call it. For the next hour, I'm going to be awesome. Here, talking to you all. Welcome everyone. Playing some GeoGuessr Country Stream. My first video discussion, live discussion. I'm sure most of you know how GeoGuessr works, but in case you don't, for the next hour, I'm going somewhere, figure out where you are, talking to you all. Welcome everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. We'll figure them out fairly whatever how GeoGuessr works, but in case you don't, that's going to be fun. Next turn off the timer somewhere, some questions. Figure out where you are. Welcome everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly whatever how GeoGuessr works, but in case you don't, that's going to be fun. Next turn off the timer somewhere, some questions. Figure out where you are. You've already seen some everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly whatever how GeoGuessr works, so this time we'll figure out the somewhere. Get to figure out where you are. You've already seen some everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly so I'm assuming northern Chile. Somewhere. Get to figure out where you are. You've already seen some everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly so I'm assuming northern Chile. Somewhere. Get to figure out where you are. You've already seen some everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly so I'm assuming northern Chile. Somewhere. Get to figure out where you are. You've already seen some everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly so I'm assuming northern Chile. Somewhere. Get to figure out where you are. You've already seen some everyone. Playing some figure out the country, so we're not going to be sitting here however long it takes. Roaming around in a desert. Video discussion, live discussion. Figure them out fairly so I'm assuming northern Chile. That should solve the problem. Are we good now? Bienvenidos a Pastos Chicos. I'm gonna say that we're in Chile. Argentina, near Chile. All right. Let's scroll down. Awesome. Great. Glad to see it. Sorry, that's the quirks of streaming for the first time. I've kind of got to get my bearings on this. Kentucky Avenue, I'm just going to go with... Okay, well, that's Nashville. Oh, no, sorry, that's Indianapolis. Lucas Oil Stadium right there. So, United States, there we go. It's one. We're at a streak of one. Clink Dama. Interesting. Well, we're looking at some flags over here. This looks like the old flag of the Russian Empire. That's Spain. It's a bunch of random stuff that is not going to be helpful. So let's keep moving. There we go. Country code, MY. I'm going to assume that's Malaysia. There we go. Look at that. Streak's now at 2. So this vaguely looks like Lake Como. Anthony P, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's... I don't know. This feels like Lake Como. So I want to say Italy, but I haven't seen enough. This is one of the worst parts of the game, is when you just get sent far away from a town. You're not even in the middle of nowhere. You're near somewhere. Middle of nowhere, it's just kind of, there's this acceptance of, well, I kind of just have to guess here. But near civilization is frustrating, because usually when there's the timer, which I'm not playing with right now, usually when there's a timer, it's like I can just get to the outskirts of this town and maybe see a language really quick before I've got to guess. It's just frustrating. So, okay, for sale, that's in English. For sale, that's the Cyrillic alphabet. So I'm going to go with, what country do we find me in right now? I'm in the United States right now. So not the most interesting destination, at least for me as an American. But for some of you who may not be from the United States, who've never been here, it's it's a fun country to visit. Went with Montenegro there because because script was in both Cyrillic and Latin, and it kind of Montenegro uses both. So that's what, a 3-country streak right now. Sochi would have been a good guess. That would have been solid. I think for me it was the Latin characters, specifically the English. The English felt weird. I don't think I've seen English written in Montenegro before, but yeah, I know with both alphabets to go for Montenegro. Just came across your videos. Love traveling as well. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, cats. Kuvahma. I can't read that. Anyone have any guesses for this one? Here's a sign. I keep going past. Okay. Terjak, skiing. So, language I don't recognize, and mountains. That's something. We can use that knowledge. What's over here? I feel like this looks vaguely like Czech. Finland? Finland's a good shot. I like that. I might go with that. Yeah. EU on the truck. Let's go Finland. Vernon says Finland. Let's do it. Montenegro again. Oh well. All right. Starting off at 0 again. It looks like there's a sign over here. Oh, looks like there's a couple signs. Speeding, 4 penalty points. That's not good. Don't want those. Oh, what does that say? Can't really get to a good spot to read it. I can see, so that says Brittany. Oh, Malo, twinned with a town in Brittany in France. I don't know where Malo is though. We're on the left side of the road, so I'm assuming UK or Ireland. I guess this is recent. Maybe EU player? No, because there are a lot of people in the UK who, at least when I was living there, I noticed there were still a lot of blue license plates. So let's go read what this sign says. Oh, if that says Cork, okay. It says, yes, that does say Cork. So, Ireland. There we go. Near Cork. Crazy. All right. I think I see a sign. Nope, that's just green. I've got maybe Mongolia? I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas? Let me see what alphabet this is over here. That's Greek, isn't it? Is that Greek? Let's try it. Nope. It was Mongolia. Like I said. Whoops. City outlet. Alright, let's explore a little. Have people checked out the video I put up yesterday? You know, any feedback from that? You guys like it? You know, any problems with it? Did you hate it? I'm looking forward to putting out the second part this coming weekend, because I think with the 3-part series that's coming out right now, I think they progressively get better. So this one that came out yesterday is, at least in my opinion, my least favorite of the 3 from where I'm at with editing the other 2 right now. Next weekend's is good. And then the best one is the 3rd and final one, because it gets fun. So I'm looking forward to you all seeing that. Gonna check it out tonight. Awesome. Thank you, Radio Stefan. Is it Stefan or Steven? Sorry. Make some awesome content. Really enjoy it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is written in German, but I don't know if this is Germany, Switzerland, or Austria. And it's such an easy mistake to make. Just guessing one of them and not considering the others. But gonna need to Germany. You see, that's what I'm thinking. It's German speaking, so let's go for Germany. Wait. No, bus is gone. Okay, let's go Germany. Nope. That's what I'm saying. It's such an easy mistake to make. Like, I usually approach this one as, if it's flat, go Germany. If it's mountainous, Austria or Switzerland. Switzerland is usually somewhat notable, but yeah, Germany, Austria, just, it's so unfortunate. It's like when you get the Cyrillic language on here, there's so many countries that use it that you don't think about, like Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Bulgaria, Ukraine, and then obviously Russia. So your first instinct is always, oh, it's Russia, and then it's not. It's Kyrgyzstan, and you never think it's Kyrgyzstan. But I discovered recently they have, so on European cars where they have this blue bit right here, in Kyrgyzstan they have very bright red. So that's a meta I've noticed for that. You can pretty much always get Kyrgyzstan with that, because I'm pretty sure the only country that has that. Also, I can't recognize this language. Nothing super helpful in any of the signs. This looks like Romanian. I'm going to guess Romania. No. Yeah, Turkey is not Romania. Yeah, Katz, you're correct. It was Turkey. There was a whoops. Let's see what's on the side of this car here. However, AU, Australia. Yes, cars are on the left side of the road. Australia. Cool. All right, we're at one country. My highest streak on this is 18, and that was I think it was a lot of luck. That's just, because whenever I do this, I can get up to 10 pretty somewhat consistently. 18 was just some amazing day for me. Okay, this is Polish. Yeah, Cats, definitely. This is Polish. All right. So we're on the left side of the road in what looks like Africa. So likely a former British colony. That's where you get most of the left-hand drive countries from, aside from Japan off the top of my head. So trying to figure out the landscape. It's a little mountainous over there. Nagama. Oh, I want to try to. The really good players are able to look at the car and know, okay, the roof rack has some rubber on it. It's this country. But I can't do that. So all right, thinking about this. I'm thinking, so South Africa, Lesotho, Kenya, or Ghana. All English-speaking countries. I don't think this is what the Ghanan landscape looks like. Am I out of room? Okay, I think we have to guess. Okay, are we thinking Ghana, Kenya, or South Africa? Because I'm thinking Kenya. I don't know. Looking at the cars. The brand, looking at the brands is a good idea. Kat says South Africa. Kat has had a few correct guesses the last couple of rounds, so I'm going with South Africa. Ah, Kenya. That's what... Oh, that's barely Kenya. Just about Tanzania. Oh, well. Okay. No, that's all good, cats. Blank sign. That's helpful. But the signs are pointed toward drivers coming on the left side. So, again, likely former British colony. Because I don't think it's the United Kingdom. Cosgrove. Looking at these. Cosgrove. That's not a city I know the name of. Shepperton, never heard of that either. Kaniambo, I have not heard of that. So, lots of directions to go, none of which I've heard of. Snucko, Uzbekistan. Not too sure about that one. Hopefully I'll be in Kenya in 2 weeks. That's awesome. That's somewhere I've wanted to go for a while. Australia, New Zealand. I could see this being Australia. I think I'm gonna guess Australia. That's a good one. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Dalton S. I appreciate it. All right. I mean, that's incredible to look at, but I don't know where it is. So, is that a cattle grate? It is. All right, so there's cows nearby, or some sort of animal. Ooh, oh, it's at 1 kilometer. Okay, so we can eliminate the U.S., Liberia, and I think Myanmar. So I believe those are the 3 who use Imperial. The UK kind of uses it. Yeah, seeing kilometer on a sign doesn't really narrow anything down. Oh, wait, I should have gone back and read that. What's that say? Rugstein. We thinking, this could be Europe. I don't want to just gallivant around the mountains for too long, so I'll make a guess soon. That's not helpful. That is, wow. That is incredible. Well, wherever this ends up being, I'm making note. Yeah, Switzerland, Austria, Germany. That's what I'm thinking too. I think I'll probably go Austria or Switzerland. Yeah, very nice views. Definitely write this down once I guess. Okay, let's look. Norway, that's also a really good one. I don't know about Rugstein though. I feel like that's not the most Norwegian name. I think I'm gonna stick with Switzerland or Austria. I'll go Switzerland. Norway, you were right. WDig01, you were completely correct. Sweden would have been a good one too. Oh. Okay. Those look like deer on that sign? That's cool. Okay. Well, we're in the middle of nowhere. I'll go this way. Yeah, no, all good, Dalton. I was completely with you on the Switzerland, Austria, Germany. I was pretty sure. I feel like Norway is a bit more South Africa, that's a good one for this one. It could be Afrikaans. Yeah. Yeah, I think you all are right there. Let's see. Nice. Awesome job, everyone. All right. This looks like the same car we had in Kenya. Just saying. But this looks a little more Eastern Europe. Like, what is this? It's an interesting place. I thought this was like a playground from afar, but I guess it's a viewpoint. I think this might be a lake that's just been drained, or there's a drought. Ooh, language. It's Cyrillic. Man, I don't know. Okay, let's think. So the Eastern Europe comment may have been correct. We could also be in Eastern Russia, and I have no idea. This seems cool. This is one of those. Yeah, this looks like one of those. I don't know what they're called. You just kind of climb between trees. It looks interesting. I've never done it, but it looks cool. Yeah, Cyrillic Russia, Ukraine, somewhere in Eastern Europe. I want to try to get just one extra little hint as to where this may be. Because it's definitely... I need to try to narrow down which Cyrillic country this is. But there's no... Unless this... Yeah, definitely post-Soviet. Okay, we're at the end of this. I think we just have to guess. I'll guess Russia. I mean, biggest chance. Back from South America, yes, I am. Yeah, I got back from South America a while ago, actually. But Kyrgyzstan. I got back from South America a while ago, and I've just been so preoccupied with other things that it took so long to get these videos edited, and I'm now finally, at that stage with them. So excited to be back on here and posting again. It felt really good. I think it was last week when I posted that video saying, hey, this is what the post schedule looks like soon, in the coming weeks. It felt good to hit post again, so excited to get back on here. And I want to maybe make this a more regular thing. I do want to do this after I post from now on. But depending on how these go, I'll try to do it more often, just in general. So many countries have sort of like, yeah, exactly. That's. I was saying earlier with Kyrgyzstan, it's one you don't think of, and the trick with Kyrgyzstan is to look for the red license plates, but there were no cars because we were in a park. Also, I have not seen a single car or sign or anything with this one. Just yapping. Yep, still going. On the move. It's just vague countryside. Ooh. It's a cross. So, Christian country, or a country with a somewhat Christian population, maybe a minority Christian population. I don't know. There are Christians who live here. I'm gonna guess Poland with this one, or maybe like the Baltics. That's a good one, Sammy Marco. I think that's a solid shot. Let's look. Yeah, Czech, Poland. I think I'm a little more inclined to do Czech. Just, let's look at this house. I feel like Poland is a little flatter than this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's those little marks right there on the letters. I don't know how clear those are, but those are more indicative of Czech than Polish to me. So I'm gonna go with Czech. Lithuania. Semi Marker, I'm gonna say you were basically correct. I mean, that's right there. Okay, that's a large tower. How do we... Okay, so that looks like a Germanic language right there. Yeah, you were right. Okay. So many they do. I feel like Polish doesn't have it as much though. That was my reasoning there. I feel like in Poland you see more of sort of the lines through the O's rather than the lines on top of the O's. Sorry. Not too sure what you call the letters. Yeah, the Uralic languages, those are real tough. Okay, so this is French. Oh, Mobile de France. Well, if this isn't France. Okay, cool. One country streak, let's go. This, okay. This looks Arabic. Trying to read this sign. Nothing on it. Cool. I love when that happens. This is really cool. I don't know where it is, but this one's very challenging. Is that a flag? It's Pakistan. Awesome. Nice. Alright. Lahore, if anyone ever wants to go there. That seems really cool. 2 country streak right now. Okay, this is an OXO. So, we're in Latin America. Where in Latin America are we? Alto. Okay, so this is Central America, because generally, so the continent of South America generally uses pare for their stop signs, and then in Central America, I don't remember exactly which countries in Central America, they use alto. Semi Marcus says Mexico. I want to agree with that. Yeah, you can vaguely see on this police truck the green, white, and red, so I'm going to go with Mexico. There we go. 3 countries. Where are we now? We are somewhere, that's for sure. Climate looks kind of Mediterranean. Let's look at the license plates. Let's see if we can get any information from that. They don't seem to be European plates. Balkans, that's a good one. Yeah, I could definitely go with Balkans. Bosnia, Montenegro. I've gone to Montenegro so many times on this stream. So I'm definitely inclined to go for Montenegro. What's that there? What is... I can't really make out what alphabet that is. Yeah, exactly. I'm convinced this is gonna be Montenegro again for a third time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Borders it. Croatia's... I'm not gonna say Croatia's close because there's, you know, Croatians would disagree with me. But, you know, we were in the region. Cars on the left side. English. 08 country code? Waterloo Street, Roberts Street. Yeah, I'm also thinking New Zealand, Australia, Sammy Marco. Just trying to figure out which one. .au. There we go. All right. We've got a streak going again. It's exciting. Let's see how long it lasts. Ooh, what's that? Sunny Villas. Okay. I'm a little stumped. Oh, Perth. I've looked on that street view many times. Oh, wait. You're referring to the Australia one. That's not this. I was like, wait, this isn't Perth, Australia. Yeah, I assume there's a bit of a delay with the chat, so I need to get used to that and not just immediately guess Perth if someone says this is Perth, Australia. Greece is good. Actually, yeah, now that I see the water, I do think Greece. Yeah. I was thinking that at first, but I couldn't see that. All I could see was over here. And I thought, oh, this kind of could be anywhere along the Mediterranean, but the architecture very much does give it away. So, nice. Oh, what island is that? Huh, it's very cool. Okay. Going with Europe. I feel like we can all agree on that. Ooh. Maybe we can read the bus sign? No. This is bus tech. I don't know if anyone recognizes that bus sign. I know I don't. I think we're just going into someone's driveway right now. So let's... Ooh, here we go. Some writing over here. Yeah, Central East Europe, that's what I'm thinking too. Pardon me, I think this is French. It'd be cool if you do US states like this. I've done the US states one, but it's so hard because the states are so similar to each other. So you really have to run around and really, like, okay, what city am I in? What state is it? And, you know, trying to zoom in on the license plates. The states is so... I think my streak for the US states one is 5. And this one's 18. It's just such a divide there. But yeah, I'm going French. Forgot about Belgium. Whoops. All right. What side of the road are people driving on? that looks like the left. So that tells us something. Backstabbing Belgium. Yeah, that was a rough one. That's one you need to keep in mind, along with the German one of, you know, oh, is it Germany, Austria, or Switzerland? You gotta remember Belgium exists. And the French part of Switzerland. Ah, man. You know, I did see this thing once. It's, I think it's Lesotho. I don't know if they fixed it by now, but there's a problem with the sky in Lesotho with how they put the 360 imagery together. So it's a bit of a cheat, but that was there at some point. I don't know if it's still there. It's not exactly, you know, GeoGuessr isn't the one going out taking these pictures, so I doubt they're contacting Google Maps and saying, hey, you know, can you fix this? Yeah, remember Belgium exists. Impossible challenge. Oh, South Africa, Botswana, Lesotho, Eswatini. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah, there's so I think, so Lesotho I think has a bit more rugged terrain. Eswatini feels a little more green. I want to say Namibia, Botswana, or South Africa. I feel like South Africa is always the safer guess there. Northern Territory. Cool. Man, that's a rough one. That is a rough one. Okay, Cyrillic language again. Love seeing it. Really love seeing it. There's no red on the license plates, so I'm not thinking Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, I'm as frustrated as you guys in the chat. That one was a rough one. That one was bad. Two. I don't think that's a country code. Cyrillic, is it Cyrillic? I've been told it's Cyrillic. Oh, pronounce. I thought you meant. So I tried to learn that recently. I was doing I was looking at the alphabet, kind of just, you know, okay, this letter means this letter's that, and just kind of looking at words in Cyrillic and words in English, and just trying to see what the letters sound like, but not to any extent that I can look at this and go, this is blah, blah, blah. Cyrillic, yeah. Okay. So Katz and Dalton S are saying it's Bulgaria. Ooh, yep, EU plates. Let's go Bulgaria. Nice. Good job. Vado Permanente. Okay. It's a Latin-based language. I can't tell. I don't think. Trying to look for. Did Russian on Duolingo, now you can slowly read it. That sounds intense. That's. I recently started. I tried doing. Here we go. There's a stop sign in English. We're not an English-speaking country. So European Union. This is Spanish, so Spain. Just like A said. Galicia. Yeah, I started trying Mandarin on Duolingo recently, and trying to read it is just such a challenge, so I switched to the Coffee Break Mandarin podcast. And I've just kind of accepted that the reading is going to come later. Like, the importance is being understood. No. I can't tell if these are EU plates or not. I'm going to go with no. Just given the surrounding area. I've been dropped in an area that looked like this before, and it was Bulgaria. But it's not what I think. It's not the idea of Bulgaria I have in my head. Trip to China in the works. Oh, here we go. There's Arabic. I mean, in a perfect world, I would love there to be a trip to China in the works. It's bouncing around in my head. Will I execute it? Who knows? We will see. I have plans. And I'll leave it at that. I've been plotting. You were in Bulgaria 2 months ago. You like it. I've heard good things about Sofia. I've heard it's a fun place. Do you think this looks like Bulgaria? Oh, no. We've eliminated that because we saw Arabic. I'm gonna guess Jordan, just because I feel like normally when Arabic comes up, it tends to be Jordan. Tunisia, awesome. Not a good one. Dalton S., you're Bulgarian. That's awesome. I have a good friend who's Bulgarian too. As I said, I've heard good things about Sofia. It sounds like a fun place. This is in English. This looks like North America. Are there any cars to... I mean, this looks like the United States, but that's easy to say as someone from the United States. Yeah, semi-marco. I'm also thinking US or Canada. Yeah, cars are on the right side of the road. I want to be more sure of which one it is. Plovdiv, Varna, and Burgos. Okay. I'll need to remember that. This does feel like the U.S. What part of the U.S. am I from? So I grew up in the Tampa area. So that's where I consider myself to be from. We said the U.S. But yeah, there we go. Cool. Glad I didn't go for Canada, because that just would have been embarrassing after the South Africa Australia one and then the Jordan Tunisia one right there. But yeah, Florida. Went to college in DC, so this is Polish. So more Florida, obviously, but a little bit of both. I like to consider myself. Behind Colston. Okay. Tampa area, rise up. That's funny, Dalton. Yeah, Tampa's interesting. It's a fun place. Manassas in Northern Virginia. Yeah, I know Manassas. It's oh, I can't move. Cool. All right, so we're just gonna go off this. Okay. We're on the right side of the... Oh, no, it's a one-way. Okay. This is not a lot to go off of. Chemist. This is Nairobi. I will take your word for it, Dalton. That is better than anything I've... Thank you. Thank you. That is Nairobi, indeed. Oh, right near the U.S. Embassy, United Nations complex, Embassy of Turkey. Oman Embassy. Very cool. Thanks for that one. Great. I love the people on GeoGuessr who can load in and just think, oh, cool, yeah, I know this tunnel, and I do not know this tunnel. How did I know the, oh, yeah, I was going to say, Dalton said it. Yeah, I was curious about that. Have you been to Kenya, Dalton S? Because that's a very specific thing to just know off the top of your head. Semi Marco, did you go to AU or GW in DC? AU. I went to AU. Yeah, GW's little brother. This is French. It's too mountainous to be Belgium. But it could be Switzerland. Here we go, there's a toll booth. Maybe that'll be helpful. Studied abroad in Nairobi. That's perfect. Thank you. Oh no, it's Andorra. It's Andorra. It's Andorra. I always forget it exists. Please don't be just outside of Andorra. Yes. Okay, cool. Cool, we got that. Middle of nowhere again. Awesome. Atwell's Lane. Doesn't seem like Atwell's Lane goes anywhere. Love Andorra. I don't particularly like Andorra because it gets me in those situations. If I hadn't seen the Andorran flag, France, right there, would have done France or Switzerland. But both of them are wrong. Cute little tax haven. Exactly. Been to Andorra. It's just a shopping center for Spain, France. That's cool. Cat seems to have been everywhere. That's awesome. Cats, if you've been here and you know where this is, like how Dalton studied abroad in Nairobi, please put it in chat, because I've made a habit of looking stupid on middle of nowhere ones today. So Australia, maybe. Haven't been to that many places yet, but I want to. I don't know. Well, I mean, you've been to a lot of the places we've been to on here today. Where are we? Sammy Marcos never left the States. Hey, it's a big country. It's a lot to do within the States. That's Taiwanese. I want to change that this year. Where are you thinking of going, Sammy Marco? I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like these hills over here aren't to Australia. I feel like it's more South Africa, but I don't. I'm going South Africa. So between now and next week, yeah, just saw you guys all saying definitely Australia and agree with Australia. So yeah, between now and next week, I'm gonna see if there's videos that kind of break down South Africa versus Australia on GeoGuessr, because that's the second time I've done that. and I need to figure out if I can. I'm pretty sure there's a delay in the chat. Awesome. I'm pretty sure there's a delay in the chat, so I want to see if I can kind of get rid of that for next week, so that you guys can say things as I'm doing it, so you guys don't say definitely Australia, agree with Australia, after I've already picked South Africa, in real life at least. Okay. This, it looks like, I mean, I can read, I know the difference between Chinese, Korean, Japanese, but I can't figure this out. Hangul. What's Hangul? South Korea? Yeah. This right here, this Zhongyungyul, looks like a Korean name. That's, Korean was they felt a little less, kind of boxy than Korean. I think it's just the font that's throwing me off. Yeah, let's go South Korea. Nice, awesome. Thank you all. I would have sat there thinking, well, it probably wouldn't have even been China. China's not really in here too much, except for Hong Kong. So, but yeah, the font of that was really confusing me. That's the United States. Go to Google Sheet at Toronto, Montreal, but I have to schedule around a summer job. Stay to the hospital. Yeah, the whole scheduling it around work thing is the tough part. Semi Marco, that's it's always the bottleneck. Okay, where are we now? Okay, well, seeing it in the winter helps, so let's go back down to summer or spring. Yeah, that's nicer. It is a nice lake. This is a really beautiful lake. Let's find out where this lake is. Vedtilsalgs. So I'm going with Scandinavian. C'est la vie, exactly. I was also thinking Norway, but I feel like the mountains aren't tall enough. They very much could be. Sweden's another good one. Did I enjoy Bolivia? So the time I had in Bolivia was pretty much entirely spent going from the Peruvian border to the Bolivian customs building, getting denied because I used my UK passport, and then walking back to Peru, and then walking back to Bolivia, and then walking back to Peru again. So that was my entire experience with Bolivia, was the 20 yards from the beginning of the country to the customs house. Seemed like an interesting place. I know people who've been to La Paz. They seemed to have liked it. Peru was really cool, though. Peru, I don't usually travel for food. I have a decently restrictive diet just because of stuff in my body. It's not a voluntary diet. So I don't usually travel for food because it's just so annoying trying to eat when I travel. But Peru, oh my god, amazing food, amazing drinks. If any of you are ever in Lima, I recommend Javier. It's right on the water. I realize there might be a few places called Javier, but it's right on the water in around Barranco. So if any of you ever go there, Peru is on your list. That's solid. I'd definitely go. Why do I have a UK passport? British parents. That happens. So it was was born a dual citizen. Just by the way, both countries' both countries' citizenship laws work. So U.S. UK citizen. That's also the name, Ewan. It's from Scotland. Because don't think it was entirely known if I'd be American when I was born. I was born here, but people are born all over the place. I'm going with I don't know. We're thinking Norway or Sweden. What was Samuel Marco said something about Denmark? Yeah, Denmark's too flat. Sweden looks too different. She think it's Norway. I could go for Norway. I'm good to the hospital, allergic to. Oh, yikes! that is a lot of stuff. I can imagine that's hard to travel with. Yeah, I'm going with Norway. Yes. Awesome. Streaks now at 3 countries. Galiski Dom. People on bikes. Not sure what language that is. Galiski seems like a name. I'm a boring white American. No, it just, being American seems boring because we are American. To other people, it's interesting. To some people, it's a negative thing. Definitely been on the receiving end of that. Yeah, Czech or Poland seems solid. I definitely went the wrong way. I think there was a bit more of a developed area back the way I came, but Dom is Slavic word for house. Awesome. That is helpful. Slovenia 100%. Dalton S, if you're saying 100%, I am going with that. Thanks, Dalton S. Jay said, what did you guys think of the video from yesterday? That is a good question. I liked it, but I'm biased, obviously. So, yeah, it'd be cool to hear what other people think about it. Jay, what did you think about it? Where do you think the highest anti-American sentiment that you've been to? I don't think there's anywhere I've been to that's just that's overtly anti-American. I've met people who will just, they meet you and they find out you're American and they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. You're American, so you agree with everything, and you were the person who did this and that, and like, so some people are, it's just meeting, that's honestly just ignorant other travelers. That's never really people who live in the place that I'm visiting. The only time I've been bullied for being American abroad was in a cab in Argentina. I was the only American in the cab. It was myself, 2 Peruvians, a Mexican, and then the cab driver, and he was asking where we're all from in Spanish. And I said, oh, I'm from the United States, but in Spanish. And he went off on a tangent about how people from the United States call themselves American, when in reality, there's a whole continent that's America. So he did the whole, oh, you people from the United States, you call yourselves American, we're all American. And I was like, yeah, but yeah, he was talking too fast for me to get most of it. I can have a conversation in Spanish, but when you're going like, your country's stupid, blah, 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 then I can't really understand much. So that's the really only, like, I hate you because you're an American thing I've gotten. Yeah, soy de Estados Unidos, exactly. Soy Estados Unidense. Jay thought the video was amazing. Can't wait to see the rest of the parts. Thanks, Jay. I'm excited to get those out there. Also, this is looking German. I've just been clicking the screen while I'm talking. I haven't really taken in the scenery much, so apologies. Yeah, people are usually friendly with foreigners, places I've been to, being known as. Yeah, exactly. You don't talk about politics. That's the thing. There's the odd person every now and then who just generalizes based on the country you're from, and that's You'll get that everywhere. The Argentinian accent terrifies me. Yeah, Argentina has a very interesting accent when they speak Spanish. It's kind of messed up my pronunciation of the language, because I've gone to, they say yo like yo, and now that's how I read Spanish. I in my head I say yo when I read that word, and it's annoying. Yeah, I'm also going with Germany. I feel like that's a safe one here. Yeah, .de. Yeah, me llamo Samuel, exactly. That's such a funny one, and they do that in Brazil too. It's because what's in Portuguese, it's como se chama in Portugal, not Portugal, in Brazil, which is near Argentina, and then in Portugal it's llama, similar to Spanish, I believe. So it's something about down there that's just kind of taken the double L and made it something else that isn't in those languages normally. Yeah, exactly. Italian, Spanish. Okay. Cyrillic. Again. Love Cyrillic. Alright. We're in a 5-country streak, and it's 9 o'clock, so the next one we don't get right, I'm going to be logging off, calling it a night, and I will be seeing you all next week at the same time, but the streak hasn't ended yet. Ooh, French flag and EU flag. That's not helpful. It's weird in Spanish. I always refer to myself as Samuel, but in English I more like to say Sammy, get out. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I feel like Samuel, that's easier for Spanish speakers to grasp. I confuse people when I say my name in Spanish, even more than in English. That looks like a country code up there. Every Sunday night, at least for the next 3 weeks. Yep. If this keeps, that's a .ru. Or sorry, next 2. For the next 2 weekends, as videos are coming out. So next weekend and the weekend after that, I'll be hopping on Sunday to answer any questions you all have about it, and to keep doing this. And then if this seems to take off, you guys seem to like it, which you do, because I can see over here on the side that there's 73, or is that total? I don't know what any of this means yet. There's a good amount of people that are watching or have watched the stream, so looking good so far. We're in the Middle East, that's Arabic. So yeah, this is something I definitely want to keep doing in the future, but the confirmed dates right now are next Sunday, the 21st, and the Sunday after that, the 28th. Russia has a great anthem musically. I don't know the current Russian anthem. I know the Soviet one, because that one's, that's the meme when you're in high school. But I don't think that's anything. You worked at Chipotle, you learned so much Spanish. Yeah, a lot of people, like a lot of English native speakers that I know, Amon's a good one. I think you might be right with Amon, actually. Jordan is the go-to for Arabic. Yeah, a lot of people I know who know English as a first language. A lot of Americans I know who speak English as a first language. Those people who are then fluent in Spanish, they learned it through the service industry, working at restaurants and such. And that's how I got good at Spanish, or got much better at Spanish than I was. Because there's classroom Spanish, you learn all the words, etc., but you can't hold a conversation. And then just being in Latin America for, I don't know, 9 weeks total last year, that just kind of made me speak it. So this isn't the Taj Mahal, right? No, okay, no, wait. Guys, am I dumb? This isn't the Taj Mahal. It's just a really nice building, right? Yeah, no, actually being forced to speak it is what really brought that out, so I could see how you learned so much at Chipotle. Yeah, thank you, Cats, not Taj Mahal. That was just such a... I thought there's no way. It's just a nice building, but if it was and I missed it, I would have been upset. Yeah, exactly. Classroom Spanish is a good foundation. Jay, you said, do you know when the 4th video will be coming out yet? I do not. I mean, soon after the 3rd one. It's just I have a lot going on outside of this at the moment, and it's constantly changing. So it's just in case something does come up, I have a little gap, just in case. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after, somewhere in that range. It just depends on where life goes. And I do not know where life is going. Giveaway. So that's in English. Everything else is... It's Pakistan. Yeah, okay, Pakistan. Will do, Jay. Once I know when it's coming out, I'll make a community post and say, like, hey, it's coming out this day. It was just to, it's a safety net of, if things get too hectic, I'm not, pulling, a bunch of all-nighters trying to get it out and trying to do other stuff. So, yeah, Pakistan uses both Arabic and English, apparently. It makes sense, because, British colonization. Me llamo Eduardo. Yeah, I've considered doing something along those lines. My middle name is a lot easier, so do we think this is Bangladesh? Or, sorry, Myanmar? That was over there. Lahore again. Oh, the last one, right. I was like, this isn't Lahore. This is the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's not Bangladesh. I think this is Myanmar. Maybe Cambodia. I don't think so. It feels more like these characters feel more round than Cambodia. I feel like it's Laos. I don't know. Does someone want to throw an opinion in here? Not quite sure. And this is an important one. This decides if the stream ends. You think it's Myanmar? Okay. Because I also think it's Myanmar, I'm going to go with it. I always forget about Sri Lanka. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we got up to 8 countries. That's good. I'm pretty sure that was the highest we got all night, so we end on a win. We'll see if we can do better than that next week. So I will see you all then. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm looking forward to putting out the video next Saturday and then seeing you all here next Sunday night. So yeah, thank you. And you can now all watch me awkwardly figure out how to turn this off.